everyone, this is Godzilla Wolf 1 with a toy review. Today I will be reviewing the SH Figuarts Masked Rider Kabuto figure. Now SH Figuarts is a line of, well, quite frankly, some of the best figures on the planet. It's going to be really hard to remain unbiased for this review because these figures are just so great. If you look around YouTube, you'll find lots of reviews saying excellent things about these guys. And I agree full-heartedly with those reviews. In fact, that's what convinced me to buy this guy. Okay, now, you see we've got Masked Rider Kabuto down the side, Bandai symbol down there, Japanese, and there's the Kabuto series symbol right there. I wish I had a better definition camera to capture this glorious figure. And then we have this here, the black and white picture of Kabuto wielding his kunai. Sides both say Masked Rider Kabuto, SH Figuarts up there. Okay, here we got some posing options you can do. Got him doing his famous point to heaven pose that he does after he blasts some poor worm into oblivion. Him wielding his gun, his kunai gun in gun mode, in kunai mode. Over there, him doing his rider kick. I do not think it's possible to get this guy into that pose without a stand. They do make Tamashii stage stands for this, but I unfortunately do not possess one. Nor do I think I will buy one. Okay, let's pause this here and get this guy out of his package. And we're back. Here he is out of his package with all of his accessories. I love this style packaging. None of those twist ties, just a nice pair of these plastic clips that hook together with these pegs right here. Holds together nice and makes a perfect place to store everything. Figure, his accessories when you got him posed. Really nice. Just wanted to show you this first. Anyway, he comes with his kunai gun in axe mode. Unfortunately, you can't. It's not just one piece that you can pull the kunai out of, but I think that let him put a little more detail into the kunai itself. And then you got multiple pairs of hands. You get the fist on him right now, splayed open hands, holding things hands, and the signature. That's the signature point to the heaven hand. Anyway, let's get this guy out of his package. Okay, and here we are with him out of his box in a I'm going to punch you pose. As you can see, it is quite easy to pose these guys, and there's his plethora of accessories down there. Let's bring him close to the camera. Your average figure art comes with a ball-jointed head. And there's even another joint where the neck connects to the body, so you've got a nice range of movement on this. Nice. The shoulder pad is a separate piece that swings up with the arm, so you can get a nice bit of movement out of that. It's a universal joint, I do believe, or a ball joint with a universal joint. You have your bicep swivel here. Nice. Double jointed elbows. I like double jointed elbows. You have a ball-jointed wrist, which is on a swivel, so that gives you a nice range of movement. Hips, they are fully posable, and better yet, they're on a double joint. You can't really tell, but there's another ball joint inside of there. And it swings down, which lets him get his hips extremely wide. So, like that, and there's a reason for that I'll show you later. Anyway, that's his hips. They got a nice range of movement on them. Then his knees, double-jointed knees. And here's something cool. He has a ball joint on his ankle, and a swivel joint down there. So, very nice. And then he's even got a toe joint. Okay. And let's get to detail. As you can see, he is very well detailed. Some people complain it's a little too thin. I don't see that problem. The only complaint I have is this doesn't necessarily hug the the side of his arm all that well, and when you pull it down it gets stuck up there, but that's no problem. Very nice detailing all around, and the Zector. Let's see if I can get a good shot of his Zector. The Zector, of course, is Kabuto's source of his power, based off a rhinoceros beetle, Kabuto beetle. His belt's very nicely designed. I swore when I saw this that it'd be like, be able to swing over, the horn would be able to swing over like in the show. No such luck. It's got his clock up pad on that arm, on that side. On this side, another clock up pad with a peg hole in it. Now, no one else I've seen has responded to that. What I think that is for is the Kamen Rider Caucasus Figuart comes with a Hyper Zector and a very similar setup on his belt. So you could probably take the Hyper Zector from him and plug it in here. Though surprisingly, there's unfortunately not been a Hyper Kabuto figure released. Now here, you're probably not going to be able to see this unless I shine light directly in his eye. But he's got a very, very nice compound eye effect under there, which, Vangelis is kind of obsessed over, and rightfully so, because it is absolutely wonderful. That is standard on most Kamen Rider Figuarts, is that compound eyes. Okay, now, as to switching the hands on a Figuart, it's simple. You just pop the one that's off on there, and grab another one and pop it on. Simple as that. And that's, well, let's get his holding thing, his hands. Yeah. That's one problem, because the ball joint is on its own joint. It can be a bit of a hassle, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's... Oh, there. That's all there is to it. Now, he has two weapons, which are, of course, the kunai gun, which is also an axe. Very nice. Fits snugly in his hand. Like so. So you can get some nice poses with that, or, flip it over. And you get its gun mode. And his trigger finger is separately sculpted to fit into that trigger, into the trigger, which is nice. I really, really like that. So, you can do, a nice shooting pose. And, of course, there's also the kunai, which is nice and bronze colored. It looks like in the show. It's got a nice pattern on it. And, of course, Kabuto wields his facing down, which adds to his level of awesome. Kabuto is one of my favorite riders, I will not lie. And with thanks to Figuarts posability, you can get him in a number of really awesome poses. Once again, those nice posable ankles and legs really help. Another thing that helps, his legs, his feet are die cast. At least I think they're die cast, they seem like it. Which adds a nice base to him. Now back to that hip thing. There is a reason for the hip joint like that, and I will show you. Yes, you can actually perform Kabuto's signature rider kick, without a stand, I might add. You can make him kick any figure of your choosing. I simply chose Power Ranger because, well, it's the best. It has the best vertical base of any figure he can actually reach. Yeah, that's one complaint I have about Figuarts. They're kind of small. Other than that, they're perfectly fine. They just seem a little small. But still, with this level of detail and articulation, it's well worth it. Well, that's about all I have to say about this. Except for one more thing. As you can see, he can ride motorcycles fairly well. I unfortunately did not have his Kabuto extender to show, but he does look pretty good on about any motorcycle you can fit him on. I had to use this splayed open hands because these holding things hands are a little too small for these handlebars. But still, that gives you some inter-toy posability options with this guy. Anyway, okay, is this figure worth the rather hefty price point that it comes with? The average Figuart goes for around $30 plus a hefty amount of shipping and handling, because basically one of the only ways to get one of these guys is from Japan. But is he worth it? I say yes. These Figuarts are definitely worth it. They're posable, they're durable, all around good. I give it a 5 out of 5. And if nothing else, pretty good at blowing up Transformers.